cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I fucks with you.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge-ito you're not finna get in nobody's college-ito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all. Stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. We're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. What's the deal, y'all? We finna slide right into this content, man. We got Adam22 and No Jumper Cast talking about WACK and Moose, man. Let's get into it. Let's go.
This podcast the other day, the only person here who was actually here for it was Doughboy.
Okay.
But I was doing the Adam and Wack podcast with Wack and Hefe in the building. And I decided to do a little bit of a play. And
He waiting on the seat, Doughboy.
Oh, I didn't know. I mean,
You gonna pull another garb up? Or put me? Oh, okay.
I was wondering how this was going to sort itself out as well.
What's up, man?
What's going on in Hefe? But anyway, I had decided in advance that I wanted to give Wack a little bit of a surprise. So I invited Moose Man to come through the podcast. And Wack did say, maybe like 5 days before I did this, that he did not want me to bring Moose on the podcast. And I did it anyway. And it created some fireworks. You could say it was probably the most viral moment we had in a little while. Mm-hmm. And there's been a lot of fallout since, and I guess
Adam has been wearing dark glasses for quite some time now. I'm interested to see what's under them dark glasses. Is it just a sleepy Adam, or is it an inebriated Adam? What's going on under them dark glasses?
we could just kind of throw that out there. Let's talk about how you felt about it, Munchie. I feel like you might be someone who's kind of just brimming with takes on this one.
I got a lot of them. No, because I haven't been there, but you know, you got Spuddy Face, you got Young Gang, you got WACK100, you know what I'm saying? They all been to this place called YA, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And a lot of the games that Wack play is YA games, you know what I'm saying? You got somebody beat by the brain, you got them, you know what I'm saying? And if Moose would have threw a punch, he lost before he even started the fight, because he had him beat, because Wack wasn't going to do nothing, you know what I'm saying? He had all opportunity if he really wanted to. You know what I mean?
I definitely had all space and opportunity to bust his move. Should he have really wanted to bust a move, but that's not what he really wanted to do.
So you say Moose lost if he threw a punch?
Because he
did not
already
throw a
lost,
punch.
bro. He had him beat by the brain. Like, you know, have somebody beat by the mouth and now they believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but Doughboy just said, I don't agree. What do you not agree with? He said that Wack wasn't going to do anything, which was my assumption as well, which is why I told Moose. I said, Moose, I will make sure. I said, Moose, I will make sure he doesn't do anything to you.
Listen, so I'm a little closer to this situation because I got a show with Adam and Moose. So we were talking about this, right? And so that day, I had got off the phone with that morning. And I talked to him about a myriad of things. We had talked for like 45 minutes. And then in the conversation, I said, hey, we're supposed to be podding together with Moose. He told now this is no cameras around. It's just me and this man having a conversation. He was like, Doughboy, and his whole tone changed. Doughboy, I'm going to tell you, look, I'll put you cool. I like I like your energy. I like what you're doing. I don't with that dude. I'm not sitting down with him. I don't want to work with him. I don't want nothing to do with him. I said, hey, man, say less.
You want me to just make it for you? I got you.
It's all good. I hop in the group chat with him and Moose. I said, yo, Wack ain't running with it. He said he's all right with Moose. He don't want to mess with it.
Nah, I'm in the kitchen.
But
this part of the parenting, man. This part of the parenting. He said he wants something. I see he's finna try to make it because he didn't want to disrupt me. But let me go ahead and do this for you, big dog. Because once you hear this, it's going to be a problem with little boys. So before you get in trouble with the gas and the stove and all that, let me just hook you up, bro.
Made their decision that they were going to do this thing, that they were going to bring Moose up there and do it anyway.
I didn't even discuss it any further past that. We already had it planned out, and we were already going to do it.
I didn't know this until I got here. So when I got here,
Adam does not care. Nigga, I did what I did. I said what I said. It is what it is. Wack's not going to do anything about it. So what? Who gives a damn? Adam don't give a fuck.
like, yeah, Moose is gonna show up. I'm like, bro, that's not a good idea. I'm telling these niggas.
Hold on. You said Moose never said it wasn't a good idea.
Who, me?
Adam said that.
What?
No, Moose, when I was telling him that I wanted to do it, all I told him was, I will make sure Wack doesn't do anything.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Excuse me. You said Doughboy said it wasn't never. You never heard him say it wasn't a good idea.
I said, don't do it. He ain't going with it. He don't want to pie with him. We never sat down and talked, well, let's just surprise him. I didn't know that was even a thing until I got here that day.
Hey,
and I told them then, I said, I don't think you should do this. And I'm not breaking these up if they start fighting.
Hold on, but before we proceed,
Yeah.
Adam, you just said something that was key. You said you told Moose that Wack wasn't going to do nothing and you was going to make sure he didn't do nothing.
He didn't.
How in your mind did you know that
Because Adam knows that Wack is a 304.
Wack wasn't going to do nothing and you could stop Wack from doing something if he decided to do
Fair
something?
question.
Because I knew that if it came down to it, I was going to throw my body on top of Moose Man and form an almost human blanket type apparatus, and that I know that Wack wouldn't hit me. So ultimately, I don't. And honestly, even what Wack did, I did not expect
But then Wack said that he should have knocked you out. So are you sure that Wack wouldn't hit you? Because he said he should knock you out.
anything like that. I thought that when I brought Moose into the room, that Wack was going to maybe yell at him, have a crazy podcast style conversation with him, but I definitely did not expect that he was going to jump out of his seat and go crazy on him the way that he actually did.
Did you think that Moose was going to be as aggressive as he was, coming in with like the silence but the very loud stare?
Moose wasn't aggressive at all. Moose Man got marked out.
Sat down at the table.
The Kobe steer?
Right.
He gave
Moose came in with a different
Game-winning
energy
Kobe
than
shots.
I was expecting, but then also, once I reviewed some more game tape, I did realize that Moose had said stuff that was a little bit more extreme in the direction of Wack than what I previously knew about.
I
I don't think he's going to do nothing.
So,
that fool don't want to fight me. That whatever he said.
I mean, the whole question is like,
We all know that Wack doesn't want to do anything, and now we know that Moose Man doesn't want to do anything. So really, this situation is going to be talked about on No Jumper for probably like another week, and then something else will happen, and then we'll all move on because Wack don't want no issue with Moose Man. Moose Man don't want no issue with Wack. They had a little kerfuffle, you know what I'm saying? A little powder puff. You feel me? They had a little powder puff, and that's just the end of it. You feel me?
why would Wack have done anything to Moose? Because let's be real, Moose has never been a threat to him. He never really said that he was going to do anything to him. He's just like not a threat. It doesn't make sense to fight somebody unless they are a threat to you or unless they have disrespected you to such an extent that you feel like you can't leave this room without hurting them, right? And clearly neither of those conditions had been met. Now I understand Wack doesn't like him, sure, but he doesn't really have a whole lot of a reason to not like him aside from some small podcast.
and I can go with
disrespect.
you on that narrative at that moment. And then when he gets here, that's where I think things kind of change. I think if he would have came in a Nacho Libre shit on some funny shit, Wack probably would have, Wack probably would have been like, oh, this one.
That would have been so crazy.
But I just think when he came in, and y'all have been around Moose. Moose ain't no little. Like, he's a big dude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And also, Moose does carry himself with a lot of confidence, and he moves confidently.
Yes.
So he sits there really
Yeah, but Wack pretty much popped a hole in that bubble.
peacocking, like
And then he's
really
sitting there like, what's
presenting
up?
himself like a
Like
rooster.
Yeah,
Rooster. Ironically,
This man's supposed to stood up like a conquistador.
I agree with his
Rooster man.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. Look, Wack hit him. You know what I'm saying? Wack hit him with the YA special. Hit him with the Black Bully special.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Wack
intimidation.
wasn't gonna do nothing to him. Look, Wack hit him with the bully special. See, look, Moose already disarmed himself, man. Look, it ain't no problem, man. It's cool. And once he kept gassing up like that, man, come on, Shard, move, man. Look, it's already over.
The camera's on.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Wack, I think Wack, it was like Munchie said, it was more like of a mind thing, like just showed him up on camera, like, okay, Adam pulled the play, now I'm about to pull this play out and show out. But he wasn't about to hit him because one thing about it, he could have got through Creep. He threw Creep for a minute and he could have got through you. He killed.
He threw Creep for a minute for sure. For sure. Creep got treated like a 304 don't you nosy for sure.
He could have went around you.
I mean, if he really wanted to, yeah, and especially if Creep had turned, because Creep was trying to stop him. If Creep had decided, like, oh, it's on, like,
that's
we need to beat this fool
up,
up,
fake stop.
Then it might have been a little different. Yeah.
Even if Creep wouldn't stopped him, like, he wasn't about to hit Moose. That was just the, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to pile with you. I told Adam he brought you here anyway, so now I'm going to just mark you out on camera. You feel me? It's about to go.
Basically, everybody's saying that Wack is just pretty much throwing a tantrum. There's no real threat here. He's just throwing a temper tantrum.
Viral.
It would have been so indefensible if he had hit Moose. Like, to me, him even jumping out of his seat and acting like that it's just unjustifiable. But for him to have actually hit him would have been so OD. And also, like, sometimes I wonder if Wack gets this, but if he had hit him, that means Wack's never coming back. Podcast over. You can do other we're
too much on the line.
Our relationship, if you hit somebody in this building, is done.
Yeah, Wack got too much on the line. You know, as far as, you know, I don't know his business endeavors, but as far as from what he's saying, how he speak, like, you know, to get off on Moose, you know what I'm saying, over whatever y'all got into it, that was just, you know, that would have been stupid.
But I think it's safe to say, too, though, like, honestly, like, I know you sitting here, like, it's unfathomable to you to be able to punch somebody over something that they said, but I'm pretty sure everybody at this table can tell you. People die over
That's
words.
not true at all, because in reality, things that someone says are a perfectly good reason to punch somebody, to kill someone, for sure.
Right.
But in this situation, the worst thing that you can point to is like Moose Man saying that he's short and fat, which are like difficult to argue.
But the truth cannot be considered disrespect, right? So if you're a short, stubby motherfucker,
said too many things that it's too easy to knock him into a corner.
That's the thing, that gets taken a little out of context because it wasn't that he was just like, Wack is short and fat. Like, no, it was me asking him a question saying, is this real? Because he said he gonna slap you. Hey, dope boy, I'm real. Ain't nobody.
Yeah, see, Moose Man had a lot of disrespect, and then when met with an opportunity to kind of get it with him on a disrespectful level, Moose Man didn't rise to the occasion. Moose Man went out like a 304, I ain't gonna lie. And Adam just didn't give a damn about what the hell he had going on. Adam was like, nigga, you're not finna do nothing, nigga. This is what the situation is. This is how the situation is gonna go. If you do something in this building, you up out of here, bro.
Worried about that little short fat dude. So when you put it in that context, it's I ain't worried about that. Like I can see him. That's how that can come across. It's not just you're a fat short dude. Like that wasn't how that came out.
Right, but I mean, still, like someone calling you short and fat is just not an appropriate reason to fight someone.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Once I seen, I ain't gonna even lie. Like I said, because I gotta stand on, you know what I'm saying, realist. Like once I seen like the little clip from Moose, I don't think it was with you. Was he sitting down like with some like a Rasa podcast or something like that?
Yeah, that was on the Lames.
He been on a little tour.
Yeah, so they asking him questions and they was like, man, so what's up with you and Wack? And he like basically said the same thing, like man, like that, man. That's a little short, little fat. Like man, you know, I squabbled him. So when I seen that and I seen like the Wack gas up, I was disappointed.
Yeah, because it was totally different.
Yeah, because Moose Man, you said that you was gonna squabble him, and then when it came time to catch that squabbly wobbly, you dropped it like it was hot, big dog.
And Moose is my boy, but I'm gonna be like you said, call the ball, strike. Like I'm gonna keep it 100. Like,
and not that I wanted you to fight, but just stand your ground. Like don't run up on me. Like hey man, you better back up. Or what you talking about? But it was just like when he put the hands up, said 911 speak.
I'm against that for sure. I'm not with talking crazy to somebody. And then when somebody about to meet your disrespect, then you talk about the police. I don't want speed. You gotta keep the same energy,
I mean that's what they doing. First and foremost, though, I will say though, I don't even F with Wack though. But at the end of the day, I didn't think that was right. The way y'all ran a play on him, I didn't think that was right because if somebody say yo, they don't want to pod with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You should definitely respect that. But contraire. He does the same thing.
Right.
He does the same thing, so you don't get that same respect. You don't get that same respect if somebody tell you, like, hey, look, it's a real problem because you do the same thing.
Well,
so
I repeatedly used you as an example where I said, look, like, you were cool with Spodyface, and you popped out with somebody that you knew that Spodyface really did not want to sit down and do a podcast with, and Spodyface's reasons for not fucking with Draco are way more solid than Wack's reasons for not fucking with Moose, and Wack did that anyway, and his only way of justifying it was to say, DC Baby Draco never talked shit about Splitty Face. Like at that time. Is that true? Because it seems like it's probably not true, right?
That's definitely not true. That's definitely not true.
Yeah.
But again, that just to go to show you, man, these dudes be out here.
Huge part of the reason why Splitty Face and DC Baby Draco didn't get along is because DC Baby Draco was speaking on Splitty Face in an ill-gotten way.
Because it seems like it's probably not true, right?
That's definitely not true. That's definitely not true.
Yeah.
But again, that just to go to show you, man, these dudes be out here pump faking, bro. And like I said, I'm mad at Moose. I'm mad at Moose too because Moose be having a certain type of ending. I gotta call Moose out, man. Shout out to Moose. He doing a good job. But listen, I said I was gonna say it, so I'm gonna say it right here, right now. Moose had a different. This is what I don't respect about Moose. Moose had a different type of energy to the homie TF Third, bro. Mm-hmm. When they got up in there, they had a conversation, and he had, to me, in my personal opinion, I was not there, but it's only just what I heard, and they said it on the news. It's like, oh yeah, we had a conversation, and we said we went to the alley or whatever the case is. You had that certain type of energy to TF, but you didn't have that type of energy to Wack. I don't respect that.
But didn't?
Well, that's because TF Third is a buster, but Wack is a buster too. So Moose, man, you shouldn't be picking and choosing between Buster number 1 and Buster number 2 at all.
They allegedly have a little fade in the parking lot.
I don't think they had a fade.
You don't believe it?
Whatever the outcome or whatever the understanding that they got, they was 2 men and they went and got understanding. My whole thing is, why you didn't do that with Wack though?
Yeah. But he did. He pulled up to the podcast and he said, "Let's talk."
No, but Wack invited him outside.
No, you want to talk about no type of alley time. You want to talk about
nothing. Hey, the homies out there. He wasn't about to go out there.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm like. You wasn't. Man, shout out to Moose, man. But I'm kind of feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like you picking and you choosing with that. I don't.
Hey, the homies out there.
I don't respect that, bro. You got to keep that same type of energy,
think Moose should be more consistent with either viewpoint of either like.
Adam is going to make sure that he defends Moose because Adam likes the fact that Wack is playing himself out of position, and Adam wants Wack to play himself out of position. So Adam is going to do whatever he has to do to keep Moose Man looking like the victor in this situation, even though he's clearly the mark.
I'm like, with me, I say I am not a fighter, and I'm not going to fight you about anything.
Right.
Yeah. And Moose has kind of done both, where he like has said like, yeah, I'm down for a fade, whatever, which I believe him. He's probably down to fight. He's probably fought people throughout his life. But then also when the Wack situation comes up, and I am pretty sure that Wack is not really a fade that he wants. I feel like that would probably be bad for him. He kind of goes in a different direction. Like I don't think that'd necessarily be truth. Moose not no small.
Here go the thing though, Moose Man, have some confidence about yourself, bro. You would knock Wack smooth out. Tap him on his chin. Tap him right on that button, big dog. Tap him right on that button, big dog, and put him down. Put him on his pocket. Send him out of the stratosphere, bro. Moose Man, you just going out like a buster for absolutely no reason. Like, you don't have to get marked out. You sure you don't want none of this?
Yes.
You don't like it or you just don't want to?
I don't want it.
Okay. Yeah, Moose Man, you just start going out like an unnecessary buster, big dog. Like, you don't got to be busteroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to go down like that. All right, y'all go eat. My bad, I had to make a quick snack for the kids.
I think Moose, to be honest, I think Moose be playing possum, bro. I think
he's a sleeper?
I think if you put your hands on Moose, he's going to defend himself at all means. I don't think Moose, because the person is non-confrontational, bro, or they just saying, look, I'm just here to pop. That don't mean like you the B word. That don't mean that make you a lesser man. You're like, look, unless it's absolutely necessary, I'm not with the violence. And I can understand that. I can respect that. But what I don't respect is when you picking and choosing. If Wack fired on Moose, I don't think Moose was just going like, all right, Wack, all right, okay, all right. I don't think he would do that.
No, he probably would have fought. But
I got a question.
Exactly. I think he was more scared of the people outside or whatever the case is or the repercussions. You know what I'm saying? That's like a motherfucker having a strap to your, you know what I'm saying, your head. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't like no strap.
Shit, you know what's waiting outside that door for you.
This is it to even add another layer to that, because you're saying he wasn't on that energy with Tav Third, right? The day after that shit happened with Wack, he went on, I think it was it Mac Wop shit?
Yeah.
And he was getting into it with Pop Lord, like, well, pull up, we can get at like
that's another
like you can fight these over the nose in your face throwing a.
Yeah, Moose Man, you need to say that you're non-violent and you come in peace, big dog. I don't think that you should be calling anybody out. I don't think you should call anybody out. at all. I don't think you should be calling anybody out with three unlimited minutes either. Like don't call anybody.
I'd let you. You were talking about police.
Pot Lord, he would whoop Pot Lord pretty easily. I'm quite sure, you know.
So you'll tell him to pull up and get down.
That's what it seemed like.
The energy was here.
I forgot about that. That's why the bottle throwing shit. Yeah, damn, I forgot about
boy,
that.
I don't think he had no intentions on fighting nobody. At this point, Moose just popping it. He entertaining, bro.
Right. No, but what I'm
performing.
But
they said they had a conversation or so-called fading in Jay reality.
And he told Pot Lord to pull up so they can get out.
Ain't nobody had no fade.
He said that.
They both said that on the news with me, bro.
But it's like,
and who won?
What if Moose's attitude towards Wack was, you're part of No Jumper, I'm part of No Jumper, let's just do a podcast, let's talk about our issues. But then his attitude towards Pot Lord is, oh, you want to call into this podcast talking shit? Like, I guess if you're going to pull up, we're going to have to fight. Those two things aren't necessarily contradictory.
No, those two things are extremely contradicting because, Moose, man, we don't want to hear no tough talk from you when you got turned down by Wack. That's just disgraceful. With that all being said, man, we up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Right out to the left. You know the rest. We go.
Protest the air, Smith. We on the air. Protest the air at our best. You know that, man. Off the air. You know what I'm saying? We out here, ground zero for the neighborhood hero. We got all four corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continues. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, man. Trap knows. You know that, nigga.
Apollo Texas. It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell it. Nothing. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's never outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Fake is hella fake, I know what enemies intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.